Are you exactly where you need to be in life right now? Do you have the body you want? Do you have the money you want? Do you have the location that you want to be in? Do you have the relationships that you want right now? If the answer is no, which it probably is, then I'm going to tell you why, and we're going to discover and unfuck your life in this very lecture. The problem is you are a passenger. You get fucked by life. And unfortunately, you don't even take ownership of that or realise, and you blame it on everyone else and other people, and it's not your fault, when in fact the reality is everything in life is our fault. The reason or where we are exactly in life right now is due to our own doing, 99.9% of the time. So, the problem with this is, on top of being the passenger and that mindset, society also compounds its own agenda onto you, and that makes your brain that also is pushing things onto other people go in one direction. Your social circle and agenda then pushes it into another direction of more bullshit. And so do the fucking social media and big tech companies. So you've got your passive brain along with other people that have their agendas that are pulling you from fucking string to string. And it's no wonder people can't achieve meaningful or like deep goals before the age of fucking 60. Who wants to be successful when they're 60? Or who wants to be fucking successful now? We want it now, while we're in our 20s, while we're in our prime years. It's fucking small dick energy to be like, well, I'll just wait for the compound interest to get me there, and then I can just rely on the stock to get me to the target, and when I'm 60, I have money, and then I can give it all away, and then at least I struggled for nothing. That's not what we want to do. Because the problem is, you watching this video have a fuck ton of potential to change mass amounts of lives. You have so much potential, but you do not realize it, and you will not realize it unless we uncover these steps in this video to do so. Because for the point I just said, you're a passenger, you don't take ownership, you get fucked over by life because you don't even know you are, because everyone else has already got their agenda for you, and they're more smart than us, and they can plan how this is going to go. And if we don't fix these points, we're always going to get bent over by life. And it's going to be such a waste of your potential, your specific skill set, interest, a raw energy that could have been put into a direction to help a fuck ton of people. And along the way, you would have gained a lot of money and status and enjoyment out of life. It will never happen unless we literally fix these points in this video. Because it doesn't have to be this way. Life doesn't have to be this way. Life was a beautiful, created thing. You were put on this earth for some form of a reason. I don't know what it is yet. I'll find out and I'll tell you the answer when I do. But it's a shame that people waste their potential, because you have so much to offer. But you'll never know it unless we fix these points. You can't connect the dots backwards. Looking back, I've been in this situation. I can't connect the dots backwards. I can't fix it. But you can't see it when you're in the moment. When you connect the dots backwards, you're like, ah, shit, it all makes sense. So, in this video, I'm going to show you like what I did, and then the results we got, and then how this actually managed to help me. So, the first thing and the main reason you get fucked over by life is because you wake up in the morning, you didn't plan what you were going to do that day, so you live off your emotions like a passenger. The reason why people end up getting like this, remember this from the last video, bent over by life, is because they are passengers. They didn't take control of their life. They didn't take control. They didn't plan anything. So you're going to live off your emotions hour by hour by hour. And naturally, human beings are lazy. Naturally, we don't want to do that hard task. Naturally, we'll always find a cope. And the results that you have right now will showcase that. Literally will showcase that. You know you should do a certain thing, but you had carbs, and then you got tired, so then you let down. And then you went on your phone. And when you go on your phone, your brain's in a washing machine. You ain't coming back out of that for fucking hours. So I'm going to go straight into it. The thing that will help you fix this is going to sound really, really fucking simple. Really simple. The night before, you write out what you need to do that day. You may have a job you need to go to. Like, I used to be a soldier in the army. This would still apply. It would still be, get up at this time, do this task that I wanted to do for me before work, eat at this time, go to work. At work, I want to achieve X, Y, and Z because I want to fucking dominate and get to know a sergeant from a full screw so that I can then level up in my career at work. It would work exactly the same for you. Structure what you want to do hour by hour. Even if you have a boss that is giving you tasks, structure those tasks into your thing. If you wrote them out yourself, you're going to do those fucking tasks with raw male aggression and a smile on your face, as opposed to someone just issuing the orders and you, like, again, being the passenger, taking it like a little bitch. So, as simple as this sounds, before you go to bed, set a reminder. In fact, pause this video now. Set a reminder on your phone to go off. Let's say you go to bed at 10. I want this alarm to go off at 9. And I want it to pop up and say, plan tomorrow right now. And all you're going to do is write at the top of the page, to do tomorrow. And you can keep it that every day. Use the little tick circle things to structure it. Put what time you're going to get up. Put what you need to do next. If you need to if you want to start implementing like little cute habits like a cold shower, put that next to it. If you want to do any like journaling stuff, put that in the under thing. Tick, 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 tick. This is what time I'm going to go to work. This is the things I want to get done at work. This is what time I'm going to go to the gym. I've got a date. Oh, I need to plan that. Fuck, right. Yeah, we want to make sure that. So you are literally the pilot. And this is so powerful because do you have goals? Yeah, probably you do. Did you set those goals quite high? Yeah, I'm sure you did. Why? Because you have your future self's best interest at heart. You want what is best for him. So when you think of what is best for him, you would write the best case scenario. And you would do that right now because it's for future you. It's for tomorrow. It's not for right now. You're not thinking with your like lazy ass emotions of, I can't be asked doing it right now. You think, oh yeah, tomorrow he's going to do this and this and this and this. And if you write that shit down, then it's already there. You thought of the best version of you. You've been the pilot. Now when I know the next day you're still going to be a passenger, I'm not stupid. I know you're not just overnight going to become a pilot throughout life. The beautiful thing is, you can actually be a passenger and you will blindly follow this list. Blindly. Even if it's wrong, just fucking follow it and tick, 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 tick. And do you know what these little ticks give you? Dopamine. Dopamine that you're not a piece of shit. This is literally what it gives you. And you just blindly follow this like the passenger with forget the emotions, just literally tunnel vision, however you feel, whatever is going on, just ignore it and just follow this list. It's so simple, and because it's so simple, it works. You see this, why this would actually work. Because it will get to that point in the day and you'll think, but if you know you need to tick it off and you're already on a bit of a high because you've ticked off a few others, it's like the point where you decide to clean your scruffy ass room for the first time in ages. You do a bit of that and before you know it, you're digging out the fridge and you're getting dust from the corner of the room that you've not seen for fucking months. Because it stacks and you get that feeling of like, oh yeah, I've done good shit. I'm not a piece of shit. I'm actually like working towards something important in life. I get that on a daily basis. And it's fucking phenomenal. All just from the night before, scripting what I'm going to do today. Because if I don't do this, I am a piece of shit. I will lounge around. I will go on my phone. I will turn my brain into an absolute washing machine and nothing will get done. And I will not achieve my goals. And my life will be fucked. And I will let other people control me through society. And this is how it happens. So it's so simple, but you're going to structure out what you're going to do at each time of the day on your iPhone notes. And when you get them done, tick, 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 done. Put in there rest time as well. Rest. So you actually do rest. Because another thing I'm bad for is I will not be on a task, but I won't actually be resting, but I won't be fully committed to either the task or the rest. And I'm kind of coping between the two. Whereas it would have done me greatness to do the task to the best of my ability and then to rest to the best of my ability. And that way, I can actually enjoy both. The next thing we need to do is, and this is an absolute must. This is an absolute fucking must, honestly. These little things here, called a phone, these are very, very beautiful pieces of kit. They are also very, very good at keeping your attention. This little square thing here will keep you so entertained, so hooked for hours. Now, there are points in the day where you need to use your brain, and there are points in the day where you can kind of turn that off, and then this is actually okay, and it's very good and very useful and sociable. Now, the problem that happens is, if you go on this, the first thing in the morning, you check messages, you get a little bit of dopamine. It's easy dopamine because the message is there, you just read it, reply to it, boom, boom, boom. Or you watch a video, again, a little bit of dopamine, didn't have to do anything, gives you a high. And what this will do is, if you keep like going on your phone in the morning and looking at crap, it just becomes so fucking hard and uncomfortable to do something that is hard, doesn't it? Like to do something that is hard then becomes really, really uncomfortable. Fucking dumbbell gains. Okay, so honestly, the biggest life hack that people know, even though like I basically need to work off my phone, but I don't go on my phone first thing in the morning because I know how fucking powerful this shit is. I know if I go scroll through social media, my brain turns into a vegetable. Because my brain, that's probably not that big, when it gets idea from social media, this piece of content from social media, this perception, this music, this person's agenda, this guy says to do this guy says to do bicep curls like that, this guy says to do this, and it just keeps spiraling out into my little brain, and before you know it, it lost a brain point to understand that, it lost a brain point to understand this took 10% of the brain points away because it was a longer video, this took 15% brain points. I started with, probably didn't start with that many brain points, but let's be generous and say I started with 100. Just by going on your phone, you can easily knock that threshold down to 60, maybe 40%. And let's say the threshold of doing something like really hard and taxing would have actually taken your brain point down 60% anyway. At that point, you ain't getting... If you've already knocked it by 60 and you needed to do something harder at 60, you'll do the hard thing at your 40%, and probably not even, because I can imagine it compounds downwards, if that makes sense. So it takes it out at like every time you lose the brain point, that what's left at the bottom is like less, like there's less juice, less spunk within that percentage of brain point. But whereas the stuff at the top is more. Almost like when you charge your iPhone, it gets to 80% rapid. But to get from 80 to 100 takes a long time. But then going down from 100 to 80 takes a bit longer, but then you'll notice once it gets past 80, it just starts drinking it for fun. Like there's little spunk inside the what is there, if that makes sense. So don't go on your phone above a certain time, and literally just make that non-negotiable. I don't want my phone above a certain time. Now, if you need to speak to clients for work, that's fine, but you just go on WhatsApp to speak to clients. You don't message any of the girls you were speaking to the night before. You stay off all the social media platforms, or you have a way of like, you just blindly, if what you do is on social media and you need to speak to people, just literally go on the app. You know where the message portion of that page is. Open it, boom, it's straight to messages, and just ignore everything else because it will get you so fast and so hard. I do this with YouTube. So what a tune, by the way. I put music on if I'm working. I don't want to see any crap videos. So I go straight onto YouTube and straight onto the music section, and then that helps me work. But the point I'm making is stay off your phone until you've eaten the frog. Eat the frog first. Use the brain points for that. It takes no brain points to go on your phone, boys. None. So save it to the end of the day and then go on it like that. I need to post on socials. I need to have conversation on socials. I've done my check-ins first this morning. I make this video next. I've not eaten. My brain is on fire. I have no other thoughts in my head right now other than giving you guys this video. So I'm eating the frogs. I can go on the phone after. The last thing that you want to do to unfuck your life is to cut out people like this. Not women, I just wanted to put some long hair on him. People like this that say, oh, it must be nice. Oh, that must be nice. Oh, yeah, look, he's got loads of money. Mrs. pissing me off. Oh, she also wants this and she wants money. Fucking, taxman. And government fucking cut people out like this. Negative people that drain your energy. And you'll notice these people. You could spend 2 minutes on initial meet of this person. Spend 2 minutes with them. You will know if they will add value to your life or not. They will literally, within 2 minutes of meeting them, they will either light you full of energy or drain you like a Dementor off Harry Potter. And it's so fast how it will happen. And if you hang around these people long enough, you will turn like them. It's sad, but it's true. You've got family members. I've got family members like that. Unfortunately, we don't see them anymore, or as little as we can. Or we see them at the end of the day, almost like we're going on our phone. And it's harsh. Same with friends. We've all got friends like this. It's harsh. You can really cut friends down, though, to be honest, if they are like this. And you see them right at a point where you aren't even thinking. But to be honest, even then, they're still putting bad shit into your brain that makes you question stuff. I was on a contract last year, living with a guy, and he would put this this negative energy in my brain about the government, about the taxman, about this, about the other. And I'm not that clued up on all this shit in life. Of course I'm not. I'm still a young guy like everyone else navigating the world. But I don't need to hear negative this, negative that, because naturally I just breed positivity. Naturally I just think it'll be all right. Because it normally is. And that's been my mantra for fucking ever. And it's like, yeah, I'll be able to do it. It'll be okay. And that's what people know me for. That's what I like. I'm like a positive cunt. And people hate me for it and good. But like, it got me questioning. Is this bad? Am I going to get caught for this? Is this bad? Am I doing this wrong? When in reality, you just don't need to hear it. It brings your frequency level down to that low fucking dross level frequency. And honestly, it's disgusting. It's disgusting to be around people like this. It really is. Like, if you meet people like this, fuck them off as fast as you possibly can. They will kill you. I'd rather you went on your phone. I'd rather you went on your fucking phone in the morning if you cut people out like this. They're even worse because at least this is just a digital device. This is human flesh. This is human flesh and emotion that will pull you down into the depths of your earth. So this is gonna hurt. Your action step from this, so going back one, your action step from this one was to not go on your phone before a certain time of the day. Your action step to this one was to plan your day at 9:30. Your action step to this one is like, who can you cut out of life? That's your action step for this one, and this will hurt. You don't need to tell them. You don't need to send them a message going, hi, I don't wish to be friends. You don't need to do that. Just simply withdraw like your time with them over time and your responses on messages over time because you've been busy. Yeah. So that will serve you so well. I do not have any negative people in my life right now. And I literally would not reply to them if they sent me a message. And where I make friends with people, if they are like pieces of shit after I realise, I just don't see them again. And that's okay. You got to learn the hard way. Like I can't always pick it up straight away. Sometimes they mask it and I get disguised because when you meet someone, they always seem positive, but you can tell very quickly if they are going to add value to your life. So honestly, square these things away and you will be able to think, take action for yourself, be the absolute pilot in your life. You're not getting infiltrated by negative things online or people in person, and you will be able to map out like where it is you need to get to your life. These are honestly 3 of the longest levers I've pulled to get my life to where it is now, to a point where I'm pretty content, pretty happy. I focus all day on something that I actually want to focus on, and life is fucking beautiful, boys. Life is fucking beautiful, but it won't be if you keep getting bent over by life, and life will bend you over every day if you let it. I can tell you that right now. No one is coming to save you. Not even me. If you don't follow this, I won't lose any sleep. I'm happy. Look how happy I generally am. Okay? But I don't want this to happen to you. So implement these points. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, of course, subscribe to the channel right now. And if you want to get a fucking sick physique and transform your life, then join the Gorilla Platoon. The links will be in the description to book a call with me if you want to see my face on screen again. If not, keep watching the videos and I'll see you